What's going on, family? Just another day to be, thankful. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes it's just collecting just be thankful that you got breadcrumbs to collect. You know what I'm saying? Because it opens up more opportunity for doors and consistency and things like that. You just gotta when you in the situation, you just gotta kind of take what you can get and just kind of enjoy yourself from there. Just take what you can get. You know what I mean? Just take what you can get till you get where you need to be. You can't in this program when it comes to jobs and stuff. You can't be picky. If you want to be picky, then you gotta have qualifications for that. Go to school for it, because sometimes you might go to school for a specific thing, and that might not be a lot of jobs might not be available. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in skill sets where it's like competition. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like that kid that pick me, that always get last to get picked on the when they playing basketball and stuff like that. You always the last one to get picked. You know, especially when it comes to certain skill sets. So it's like you gotta just do your research, and I guess I'm speaking to myself too on finding the proper skill set. You know what I'm saying? That allow you to progress, and you won't have to be in so much competition. Because like I said, when it comes to competition, you think you're a hard worker at a job. Guess what? They got harder workers. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's really all they do is work. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain people, even my coworker, man, he worked like not at this job. This job is just super part-time job. But you know what I'm saying? He's working like what 10 hours at one job, come here and work this job. You don't even look tired. Don't even look tired. So when you be thinking that you just be working and you know what I mean, doing your thing, it's always somebody that can work harder. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody that's more focused, more dedicated. You know what I'm saying? But that should be See, that's an example of motivation. It's not like he bragging about it or like, yeah. It's just See, that's the type of competition motivation. Like, you see somebody, they doing it, you know what I'm saying, and they making it work. That's a great thing. And he doing it for his fam. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, the same thing. You know what I mean? Putting hours, like I ain't trying to burn myself out and things like that, because I'm pretty sure like the program makes it more difficult, uncomfortable, but you can't make excuses. In the program, it kind of makes TIs kind of put them in a situation like what is that, like a fourth class citizen, or like you all the way at the bottom, like you lower than the lower class. You in a class that's lower than the lower class. I guess that would be like the special ed class of society. You know what I'm saying? So it's like things ain't gonna be like as easy for you as it would be for everybody else. Like say like a legal immigrant. You know what I'm saying? They gotta work harder. You know what I mean? They gotta work harder. Their situation is more uncomfortable unless they got connections, or depends on the race too. They more like with the Hispanic and stuff like that. They more cool with they people. They real cool with their people. You know what I'm saying? But as far as being black, because of how the media painted like young black youths and stuff like that, even our own race, like we skeptical of our own people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no coming together. You know what I'm saying? So that just makes it harder too. So you got to work harder, like you a fourth class citizen, a legal immigrant. You know what I'm saying? So all those hours, be thankful to get those hours. To work hard. You know what I'm saying? As a man, this is what we got to do. Unless we have some type of creativity, you know what I mean, where we can just open up a way where we can get some money in without begging. just another creative way to make money. And even if you do come up with a creative way, of course, there's gonna be people that's gonna copy you. That's just the ways of the world. People are just a bunch of copy machines, and you know what I'm saying. They see your idea and stuff like that. Boom, they're gonna run off with it. They add their little twist to it and run off with it. You know what I mean? That's the same with anything, and rappers and everything. Like they copy off of each other. Like their voice might sound a little different, but it's all kind of like the same. So that's the same. It's like you come up with something creative, somebody gonna come right behind that. They twist and turn and boom, boom, boom. But for where I'm at, I'm just trying to take what I can get. Take what I could get. Be thankful. You know what I'm saying, and just be on the focus side, not operating off of low vibration. You know what I'm saying? Not operating off of just a carnal mind. Just a sinful nature. You know what I'm saying? Just not operating like that. Just trying to operate. Just providing, protecting, do what I need to do. Give thanks in all my circumstances, and just try to strive for better. Don't settle for less, but strive for better. But be thankful for all the opportunities that come your way. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn down an opportunity until you find something better. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn down the opportunity until you find something better. See, that was like my mistake. It's just like I turn that down. But once you see like a lot of doors is closing, especially when, you know what I'm saying, you worked at a job long enough and they got it to the point where how they like it, and they just trying their best to push you out the driver's seat, trying their best to influence your will, and then you leave from that job. Or like a city, you be at a city or a town for a long enough time, they got it into a way that they like it. So whenever you move to another city, they got to start over again. So the program always ramps up when you leave and you go somewhere else. It starts off kind of smooth, almost angelic like, and then, you know what I'm saying? The demons the agents get in position, and it's over with from there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just have to learn to work around, adapt, and work around these agents, and just try to, well, not try, but do make yourself as peaceful as possible. Make yourself as like where you ain't got no flaws for them to point at. You know what I'm saying? There's certain flaws that you can't, avoid, or, you know what I'm saying? You work on your flaws and stuff like that. You work on your conduct. You work on your performance skills and stuff like that, but you got to make it work. You got to make it work around these people. You got to make it work to your best ability, but never get to the point where you get comfortable where they can get you in a compromising position. You never get comfortable like that, because at the end of the day, that's what they want. They want you to get comfortable in a position, you know what I'm saying, and get compromised. So it's like, don't get comfortable, you know what I'm saying, but don't be too uncomfortable. So it's like you got to find that balance and just know how to conduct yourself in any situation. You know what I'm saying? Overseeing the situation and seeing what best opportunities fits you, and just do your best. And every scenario, just do your best. I'm thankful, but I'm still gonna strive for, something better opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, family, peace.